Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing some products that I use every morning that really help set the tone for a successful day, a mindful day, and just really give me that time to focus on myself, prioritize things, get in the right mood, the right energy, and really just have a great day. So first up is the 5-minute journal. I actually have shown this a couple times in different videos. I personally love starting my mornings with the 5-minute journal. It actually is for the morning and the evening because it has like different prompts so that you use in the morning, like I am grateful for, what would make today great, and daily affirmations, which I personally am a big fan of affirmations. And I will talk about that a little bit more in a second. But then in the evening, it has 3 amazing things that happened today and how could I have made today even better. So what I love about it is that it really sets you up for a really nice positive day in the morning, and like also reminds you of the goals that you want to accomplish today. But then at the end of the day, it also helps you finish off in a good note. Sometimes we get caught up in things that went wrong during the day or any sort of negativity or anxiety for the next day. And what I like about it is that it actually brings you back and helps you see things from a positive lens, so that you just go into the night and sleep knowing that there were great things that happened during the day and it's worth celebrating them. And sometimes we just think that the things that we have to be grateful for or the amazing things that happen have to be this extraordinary things. But honestly, simple things like I went on a nice walk with my dogs today is wonderful. Sometimes I write that I'm just so grateful that today I got to go on a walk with Ollie and Milo, and that's just it sounds so simple, but to me it just means a lot. And I think it's about finding the joy in the little things as well. Since I mentioned affirmations, I wanted to show this I Am Everything affirmation pack. So I actually got this gift to me by the brand. It's called I Am & Co. And they gifted me this and these Dear Self prompt cards. So I want to talk about these ones first. It is a 30 card deck of affirmation cards. So, they are numbered and you can just go by day if you want to. But I personally, what I like to do is I just kind of start shuffling them, or not really shuffle because I don't really know how to shuffle them. But I literally just go like this, and whichever one that just falls or that just comes up, I'll just keep going and I'll just I'll find something. So this one is pulling up towards me a little bit more than the rest. And then this one says, I am receptive. It is number 18. It says, I am open to new ideas. I am willing to try different methods, and I consider alternate viewpoints. I welcome intellectual stimulation. I am receptive. So I really like it because I feel like they're simple, they're straightforward. They're not very complicated, and they're very relatable. I actually have shared quite a few on Instagram, and every time I do, people are always I want those cards. What are they? Where can I get them? So these are the I Am & Co. Affirmation cards. Sometimes I use these affirmations for my 5-minute journal affirmation, but sometimes I also just want to write one of my own. So maybe that day I'm really feeling I am love, or I am patient, or anything like that that I need to affirm. I will just write it down. But if not, then I'll just go through this deck and I'll pick one and just really write it down and focus on that affirmation throughout the day. I mentioned that they also gifted me this. By they, I mean I Am & Co. They also sent me these Dear Self prompt cards. What I like about it is that, for the most part, I like to just journal freestyle, whatever I feel like, I'll just start writing down, and just whatever thoughts come to mind, I'll do. But what I like about this is that if there's a day where I don't feel like it, or I really want to have a prompted journal, I use these ones. So there's 52 cards in this deck, and they're all very different. Honestly, you can choose whatever you want. Sometimes I'll shuffle them as well, and I'll just pick something that comes out, or sometimes I'll just go through them and see what speaks to me. So for example, I'll just show you number 1 since it's already out here. It says, I love spending quality time with, so you fill that out, because it makes me feel, fill it out, blank. I really appreciate the joy I experience when, blank, and blank. Most importantly, I know that I'm worthy of these happy moments. Wouldn't it be nice if we could do more blank together? And you can just start writing things. So it does have obviously quite a bit of sentences, but it really prompts you to think and write about that. So for example, I love spending quality time with. So you can think about, I don't know, your partner, your best friend, your parents, your dog, whatever it may be. And you can start writing, and then it starts prompting you through the rest. So because it makes me feel, and then you start remembering how good it makes you feel to be with that person. It really gets you this positive energy. I really love it. And like I said, sometimes I just don't feel freestyle journaling. Sometimes I need something to really start that prompt and really get me thinking and writing, and these come in very handy. Now, since we're on the topic of writing, the Dream Life Journal, this thing is amazing. I bought it a few weeks ago and I am loving it. Every morning I spend like 5 to 10 minutes just like filling out some pages. So it is pretty much guided. It basically like helps you figure out 10 dreams and 10 goals that you want to accomplish. And they can be as wild as you want them to be. I mean, it is your dream life, so there's really no limits to it. And that's what I really like, is that it's like, think about your dream life, write it down, and we're gonna help you accomplish that. So I'm not gonna show you everything because I've already filled quite a few things out, but it has like a dream wheel. And my favorite part is that, which is the one that I'm going to start working with, or working on soon, is working with fear. And so it's a whole section where basically it asks you to think like, what if everything that you think is gonna go wrong does go wrong? And so you write down how that makes you feel, what exactly is happening, how is it going wrong. So for example, imagine that whatever you're fearing the most is happening to you right now. What is it like? Describe the situation in detail. So it really challenges you to think about like what could go wrong, because then what I really, really love about it is that it gives you all these sheets so that you're working with fear. So you really start, you know, dealing with those emotions, dealing with that fear, dealing with everything that's holding you back, as well as my favorite thing to work on, which is really tough, limiting beliefs. I struggle with limiting beliefs a lot, and I mean, I know I'm not the only one because I've talked to many people that do as well, but I love that this one really makes you just like go straight head on and deal with your limiting beliefs, tackle them, work through them. And I haven't gotten to this section yet, but I am so excited. This was actually what sold me from this journal, was that like when I opened it and I saw limiting beliefs, I was like, I need this because I really need to work on these limiting beliefs, because I know for a fact there are so many things that I want to accomplish in life that I am not allowing myself to do because I have those limiting beliefs that just when I think I'm getting there, it just like tears me down. So I'm being really open and honest right now, but like I definitely struggle a lot with limiting beliefs, and it's something that I really want to work on to just like get rid of. So what's cool is that it changes from limiting beliefs to empowering beliefs, which to me honestly, like the mind is such a strong muscle. Like really your brain is just like, you can shift everything. It is so malleable that's the cool thing, is that you can go from thinking one thing to another one if you just like, you know, do the research or whatever it may be. So like you can change the way that you see things. You can change the things that you believe in if you find something better. So obviously, ideally, limiting beliefs are not what you want to focus on, and you want to focus on empowering beliefs instead. And I really like that because I do genuinely believe that if I can shift from I am something negative to I am something positive, and I can really do that through affirmations and really just like remembering that and reminding myself of that every day, I can really shift that perspective. And that is exactly why I love affirmations so much, is because it goes from that negativity and that like doubt and fear into this positivity and strength and power and everything. And it really helps you like start believing that, and the more you do it, you know, like the repetition, it'll make it so much better and so much more likely that you are going to accomplish that, because the energy that you put out into the universe is exactly what you're going to get back. So not to get too deep, but like everything in this world is matter, you know, and this matter has energy, and whatever energy it is, you know, whether it's positive, neutral, negative, it is going to bring that back. So if you're putting out into the universe, you know, like, I am so sad, I don't like my life, everything is bad, everybody's against me, that's exactly what you're going to be receiving, because you are going to be in this negative mood where all you see are all these negative things. Whereas if you're like, you know, I'm doing great, I am abundant, I am fearless, I am strong, I am love, I am positivity, you start getting all of that back, and you start seeing the world in such a like nice way, and just so much more positive and energized. And that will start opening so many doors to you, because you're just like seeing clearly, and you're seeing with such a like positive lens, that nothing bad that happens, you know, everything is still a lesson. And when you turn everything into a lesson, boy, does everything change for you, because instead of seeing it something negative, it's just something that you're learning. So I like to go from why is this happening to me to what is this teaching me? And that's like a huge mindset shift, is when you really start learning that instead of going from everything bad is happening to me, it's more like all of this is teaching me something, and it is my job to learn what that is and to recognize it and to take in those lessons and be better. Anyway, rant over. So yes, that is my dream life journal. And I love it. Besides limiting beliefs, it has so many other things like, you know, reflecting, because it actually makes you work through your dreams. So it's kind of like, okay, this is your month, these are your action steps, what are you gonna do to get to that goal? Like, how are you working towards that every day? So that it's not just one of those things where it's like, oh, I want to do XYZ, and you just say it and you know, think you want to do that, but then you don't work towards it. And what's the point of that then? Lastly, I have a Yogic Path. So these are oracle cards, and I really like them, especially like when I feel like I need a message from the universe. It sounds cheesy. Some people have thought like it's very witchy. Whatever, I don't care. I feel like it's just like a nice way for me to connect with myself and with the universe and to learn something more. So first of all, I love like the way that it comes packaged. So like you open it like this, and then it has a little book that will, you know, it's like guidebook, so this will show you what every message means. And then here are the cards. So what I do with this one is I literally just like shuffle them. I shuffle them and I just say things like, universe, what do I need to hear today? Or what is my message for the day? What would you like me to learn? What do you want me to pay attention to? What should I be mindful of? Just like different questions that I may ask, and really just sit in silence and just think about it. And then I just, usually what happens is a card will like fall off, or, you know, it just like stands out like this one. And I just like flip it. I don't want to like move it around too much because it does have like an upright and reverse sides, I guess. And so this one, for example, I got this one, which was Rajas, and I got it upright. So then what you do is you go into your guidebook and you pull out that definition, or, you know, like what the message means. So this is what it looks like once you find it. It has like the card on the side, and then it tells you what the upright one and the reverse one mean. So Rajas, for example, says dynamic movement, aggression, and energy. Upright, you are in a place of movement, making the most of each day. You're passionate and excited about the task in hand and are pushing the limits of what you believe possible for yourself. Rajas is needed to bring our desires into action, and you are deep in the development phase. You have already achieved many great accomplishments because of your determination, and more await in the near future. However, remember to balance action with rest. Otherwise, you will lose sight of your true goal in the pursuit of achieving more. That is me. I always feel guilty about resting, and I feel like you shouldn't rest, because if you rest, you're never going to get to where you want to be. But that could not be further from the truth. You need to rest because you need to like recharge. And that's what I love about this, is that sometimes I'm like, what do I need to hear? And I get something like that, like, you need to rest. Like, you're on the right path. You're doing everything that you need to do. Just make sure that you're not burning yourself out, because I know firsthand exactly what it feels like to be burnt out. It is the worst, and I don't recommend it on anyone. So it is like a nice little reminder. Anyway, there's plenty of cards, and sometimes if I feel like I really need a lot of messages, or I'm feeling really lost, I'll just pull like 3 to 5 and just like start reading them and really connecting with myself, and really try to understand how I can apply all of them into my life. And I think that it just gives me a really nice perspective to take onto the day, so that I'm more like positive, or focusing on rest, or focusing on positivity and all these things, so that I can live more mindfully and really take on like whatever message the universe is trying to tell me. Well, those are my favorite products to have a mindful morning, a mindful day, really get myself in alignment and get ready for, you know, whatever the day brings, to start with more positivity and good energy. If you like any of them, I'm going to make sure to leave a link to all of them in the description. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.